Hello, everyone. Welcome to our podcast for English learners. I'm James.
And I'm Olivia. We're here to help you improve your English in a fun and natural way. Today, we're going to talk about relatives, our family members.
Yes, family is an important part of our lives. We all have different kinds of relatives, and today we'll discuss them, share stories, and learn useful English words related to family.
Before we start, let's go over some key words that we will use in our conversation. These words will help you understand and speak about family in English.
The first word is relative. A relative is a person who is part of your family, like your parents, siblings, cousins, or grandparents. For example, my relatives live in different countries, but we talk on the phone every week.
Next, we have siblings. Siblings are your brothers and sisters. If you have a brother or a sister, they are your siblings. For example, I have 2 siblings, 1 brother and 1 sister.
Another important word is cousin. A cousin is the child of your aunt or uncle. For example, my cousin and I grew up together, and we are very close.
Now, let's talk about aunt and uncle. An aunt is your mother's or father's sister. An uncle is your mother's or father's brother. For example, my aunt always gives me great advice. And my uncle is really funny. He tells great jokes.
Another common word is nephew. A nephew is the son of your brother or sister. For example, my nephew is only 5 years old, but he already loves reading books.
And the female version of nephew is niece. A niece is the daughter of your brother or sister. For example, my niece loves painting pictures. She is very creative.
One more important word is grandparents. This means your grandmother and grandfather. For example, my grandparents live in the countryside, and we visit them every summer.
Great! Now that we understand these words, let's start talking about relatives and family life. James, do you have a big family?
Yes, I do. My family is quite big. I have 2 siblings, an older brother and a younger sister. I also have many cousins, aunts, and uncles. What about you, Olivia?
My family is a bit smaller. I have 1 sibling, a younger brother. But I have many relatives on my mother's side. I love spending time with them, especially during holidays.
That's great. Family gatherings are always special. In my family, we have big reunions every year. All my aunts, uncles, cousins, and grandparents come together. We eat, talk, and have fun.
That sounds amazing. In my family, we also have gatherings, but they are usually smaller. My aunt and uncle live far away, so we mostly talk on video calls.
Yes, that happens in many families nowadays. Some relatives live close to us, but others might be in different cities or even different countries.
Exactly, and it's interesting how different cultures have different family traditions. In some cultures, extended families like grandparents, aunts, and uncles live together in one house. In other cultures, people live separately but visit each other often.
That's true. My grandparents live in their own house, but we visit them almost every weekend. I love listening to their stories about the past.
Oh, me too. Grandparents always have interesting stories. My grandmother tells me about her childhood, and I always learn something new from her.
Yes, and family members often help each other. For example, my aunt sometimes takes care of my nephew and niece when their parents are busy with work.
That's really nice. In my family, my uncle is always the one who gives advice. Whenever I have a problem, I call him, and he helps me figure things out.
Family support is so important. Even if we don't see our relatives every day, we know they are there for us.
Yes, and that's what makes family special.
Yes, family is special because they are the people who support us no matter what. Even if we have disagreements sometimes, we always care about each other.
That's true. Every family has small arguments, but in the end, family bonds are strong. I remember when my brother and I used to argue about small things, like who would use the TV first. But now, as we've grown older, we are much closer.
Yes, when we are kids, we fight over silly things, but as we grow up, we realize how important family is. My sister and I used to argue all the time when we were younger, but now she is one of my best friends.
That's so nice. I think siblings have a special connection. Even if they live far away, they always stay close in heart.
Exactly. And the same goes for other relatives. For example, I have a cousin who lives in another country, but we talk often. We share stories, give each other advice, and support each other even from far away.
That's wonderful. I have a cousin like that too. She lives in another city, but whenever we meet, it feels like no time has passed.
Yes, some cousins feel like brothers or sisters because we grow up with them and share a lot of memories.
And let's not forget about grandparents. They play such an important role in the family. They share wisdom, tell stories, and sometimes even spoil their grandchildren.
That's so true. My grandmother always gives me my favorite cookies whenever I visit her. She says that's what grandmothers do.
Haha, yes, my grandfather always tells me stories about his childhood, and I love listening to them. I think grandparents have a way of making us feel special.
Definitely. And in many families, grandparents help raise their grandchildren. In some cultures, it's common for 3 generations to live in the same house.
Yes, in my friend's family, her grandparents live with them, and they all take care of each other. It's nice to have different generations in one home because you learn so much from each other.
That's true. Grandparents can teach us important life lessons, and at the same time, younger family members can help them with things like technology.
Yes, my grandmother always asks me to help her with her phone. She says, "How do I send this message again?"
Haha, my grandfather is the same. But I love helping him because he has taught me so much in life.
That's the beauty of family. We help each other in different ways.
Yes, exactly. Family is all about helping each other, no matter how big or small the problem is. Even if we are busy, we always find time for our relatives.
That's true. And sometimes, even if we don't see them every day, just knowing they are there makes us feel secure.
Yes. And it's interesting how family roles can be different in every culture. In some families, older siblings take care of the younger ones. In others, parents and grandparents make most of the decisions for the family.
That's a great point. In my family, my older relatives always give advice. My uncle is the one who helps everyone with big decisions. If someone in the family has a problem, they go to him for guidance.
That's really nice. In my family, my aunt is like that. She always listens and gives great advice. I think every family has at least one person who everyone trusts.
Yes, and family members support us in different ways. Some help us emotionally, while others help us in practical ways like taking care of children or helping with schoolwork.
Exactly. For example, when I was younger, my cousin helped me with my homework. He was really good at math, so whenever I had a difficult problem, he explained it to me.
That's so nice. My aunt used to help me with my school projects. She's very creative, so she always had great ideas.
See? Family isn't just about being related by blood. It's also about sharing, learning, and growing together.
Yes, and that's why it's important to stay connected with our relatives. Even if we're busy, we should make time to call or visit them.
Absolutely. A simple phone call or message can make someone's day. Just saying, "Hey, how are you?" can show that you care.
That's true. Sometimes we take family for granted because they are always there. But small gestures, like visiting or sending a message, help keep relationships strong.
Yes, and spending time together creates memories that last forever.
Yes, the best thing about family is the memories we create together. Whether it's a big celebration or just a simple dinner at home, those moments stay with us forever.
Exactly. Family gatherings are so special. Birthdays, weddings, and holidays bring everyone together. I love how, during these events, we talk, laugh, and sometimes even share old stories.
Yes, and some families have special traditions. For example, in my family, every Sunday we have a big lunch at my grandmother's house. Everyone comes, and we spend the afternoon together.
That sounds amazing. In my family, we always take a family photo during big celebrations. It's fun to look back at those pictures and see how everyone has changed over the years.
That's such a great idea. Photos help us remember special moments, and they remind us of the importance of family.
Exactly. And even when family members live far away, we can still stay connected. These days, we have video calls and messages, so we can talk to our relatives anytime.
That's true. My cousin moved to another country, but we still chat almost every week. Even though we are far apart, we still feel close.
That's the power of family. Distance doesn't change the bond we share. It's about staying in touch and showing that we care.
Yes, and family doesn't always mean just parents, siblings, or grandparents. Sometimes close friends can feel like family too.
That's a great point. Some people have best friends who are like brothers or sisters to them. The important thing is having people in your life who support and care for you.
Yes, at the end of the day, family, whether by blood or by heart, is about love, support, and being there for each other.
Yes, family is all about love, support, and being there for each other, no matter what. Whether it's parents, siblings, grandparents, cousins, or even close friends who feel like family, the connection we share is special.
Exactly. And what makes family strong is the time we spend together, the memories we create, and the way we help each other. Even if we live far away, we can still stay connected and show we care.
That's right. And we talked about so many important things today, how different relatives play different roles in our lives, the importance of staying in touch, and how family traditions help bring us closer.
Yes, we also talked about how grandparents share wisdom, how siblings can be our best friends, and how even friends can sometimes feel like family.
Family is more than just a group of people. It's about love, trust, and support. And even when there are disagreements, family is always there for us.
That's why it's important to appreciate our relatives, spend time with them, and show them we care. A simple call, message, or visit can make a big difference.
Absolutely. So, to everyone listening, think about your family today. Send them a message, give them a call, or spend some quality time together. Family is one of the most valuable things in life.
And that brings us to the end of our discussion. Thank you so much for listening. We hope this conversation helped you learn new words and practice your English while thinking about an important topic.
Yes! If you enjoyed this podcast, don't forget to like, leave a comment, and share it with your friends and family. We'd love to hear your thoughts. What does family mean to you? Let us know in the comments.
And of course, subscribe to our channel so you don't miss our next episode. Thanks again for being here with us today.
Take care, everyone. Keep practicing your English, and we'll see you next time.
Bye for now.